So we get asked a lot of questions in regards to maintenance, servicing your camper. So let's run through a few things that are a great idea to do after a trip when finished with the van, storing it up and servicing. So question we get asked a lot, should I store with the roof up or roof down? Now, it doesn't really matter. Look, if you have the opportunity to store with the roof up, a big benefit can be that if you're undercover, you can crack the top vinyl zippers, let a bit of airflow through. It also, if your van is parked outside in the sun, it can gain a lot of heat from the roof. Now, with that roof enclosed, creating more heat, you're looking at your laminated cupboards and that, it can create a lot of heat around them. So if you get the opportunity to have it up, perfect, crack the windows up the top. Otherwise, if you have to store with the roof down, we recommend putting a bit of the grease rubber around the seal at the top, so if it's down for a long time, it's never going to stick. Just a little film around the outside before pulling the roof down and locking into position. You can store the windows away. You'll see in their slides here, they have that middle gap where you can lock. For travel, it's always behind. Now, when storing, you can put in the middle section here, which will allow a bit of airflow when storing the van. We've got our products across here. These moisture absorbers are really good for when storing the van. If you can place them in a few spots, they can take up any condensation or moisture throughout the van, so the next time you open it up, there's not any wet spots or mold that you haven't known about. Great in the toolboxes for condensation, great inside the van. We spoke a lot about our fridge slides, all our slides, kitchen slides. Great products for use for these. Your curtain track lubes, we can just spray them up along the sides. Now, a lot of these products I wouldn't recommend on road while using the van. They can attract some dust and that, so when you get back, what we want to do is grease these slides up before you store the van away. There's also Inox and Lennox, another great product, fantastic on stabilizer legs when you're cleaning them up, winding them out, spraying up and down the shaft. The scissor lift's another beautiful one to put this on. Blowing it out first before doing that, so you may find that you've come home, you've been out, you've got sticks or gum nuts throughout the scissor lift, blowing it out and spraying a bit of this in, so it's an anti-corrosion and lubricant. It's good underneath on your nuts and bolts. If you're going underneath the van, you can actually get like another underbody deadener coat. The van has it as a standard throughout underneath, but as you find over time doing a lot of off-road adventures, it can be chipped away from rocks and that flicking up through your travels. So another good way is the spraying of this underneath as another layer of protection. We've got our stainless steel cleaner, fantastic over the kitchen. Giving that a good wipe down so it's looking brand new for the next time you're out and about on the road. And the curtain track lube is great as well on your window slides, giving them a good blowout and clean out so they're never getting caught. Good with your silicone spray around the zippers on the pop top. So as long as you're maintaining them for the next time out, your van's nice and clean. We've also recommend giving it a good wash before packing away as well. It'll get rid of any of that red dust and dirt. You can buy your RV cleaners, so they really washing it off, letting it set on it for a bit to get rid of any of that grime, dust and dirt, and then giving it a good clean off if you really want to get it, shamming it right down. Highly recommend servicing the van. If you've done a big off-road trip and you're ready to come back for a service, we recommend, if you're local to us, coming back in store, we'll pull the wheels off, check over the bearings. That's a massively important one, checking those bearings. Check the bearings. What we do is also grease all the nipples underneath. So we've got our independent, we've got our jockey wheel, we've got our coupling. Also, another good thing to do is checking your handbrake. Over time that will stretch, so that will need some adjustment. Part of it as well is checking the brakes, checking the electric brakes, checking your breakaway. Definitely worth giving us a call. We do have a checklist that's to run through for when you're serviced for out-of-state people. Otherwise, booking in with us, we can run through any of these products and we can also talk to you about further servicing. So once again, definitely recommending using these products after your big trip before some storage so that the van's in pristine condition for your next trip out.